Hey everybody, it is Jennifer at Studio J Company. Happy Friday. Come on in. We're doing a football theme today, which I love. Let me get y'all pulled up over here. How is everybody? If you're catching this part, you're most likely catching the replay because nobody's on yet. So that's okay too. Just comment hashtag replay. I'll know you came by if you missed me live. But if you see that red live button up there in the corner, then you're catching me live. Let's see. See if I can find y'all. All right. It says we got some people. Hey, Carolyn. Hello. Happy Friday. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Wendy. So I'm going to do a big door hanger. Hey, Patricia. I'm going to do a big door hanger, but I just thought of this like a little while ago, and I cut some pieces out. I have some of these 18-inch. I have some of these 18-inch rounds. Look, they're shiplap on one side, or they're slatted on one side, and they're smooth on the other. I'm going to use the smooth side. But I have some of these. I never use them. I never sell them. They've been in a stack. So I thought I would use these. Hey, Karen. Hey, Diane. So, I don't know if y'all know. I'm a Florida Gators fan. My husband and pretty much all my friends are Georgia Bulldog fans because I live in Georgia. I almost went to Georgia. But I'm a Florida Gator fan. So we are a house divided. We're a big college football household. So I'm going to do a house divided door hanger. Now, like I said, I just thought of this a little while ago. So I still need to go to Michael's because I saw some ribbon with footballs on it. So I want to make a bow for this. So I'm not going to make the bow for it, but I thought we'd go ahead and do the door hanger. I did do a little bit of prep work in advance because I hate to not finish a project. I'd rather finish early and maybe start something else or play with something else and than not finish. So I hope I will finish on time. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Amanda. Let me see who I missed. I see names and stuff up here. I see some over here. Maybe some comments. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Hey, Patricia. Okay, so we are in an event today. It's the DIY Dream Team event. It's a football frenzy event, which I was so excited about because I love football season. So, like I said, I did do a little bit of prep work as far as like the white, because I like to give everything like a base coat of white so that the colors stand out better. Now, for this, I went ahead and taped it off. I'm probably gonna do green on this side, like a football field. And I'm gonna stain this, faux stain it with some burnt umber, I think. I'm going to do the burnt umber and then see if I want to change it for the football. So I've been playing around with, I've been trying to learn how to make SVG files so I can make my own designs for my laser. So I'm still learning, but I did figure out, I've done words. Well, I've done words. So it's going to be backwards to y'all, but it's going to say house divided. Okay, it's all in pieces because I started doing a base coat on it, but it's going to say house divided. Right? I did. These all look, yeah, they look like they have primer on them, but I did 2 football helmets. I'm going to do, I guess they'll go towards each other like this. And then because they are licensed you know, the football, the whole collegiate stuff. I'm just going to have to decoupage. I just printed out, like, for the helmets. We're going to have a Gators helmet. And we're going to have a Georgia Bulldog helmet. So, fingers crossed that this works out right. Hey, y'all. Anybody that's popped in, hello. Welcome in. My name is Jennifer if you're new here. This is a fairly new group that I'm, or to me. I think I've done one other event with them. So, if anybody is new, I don't think I recognized anybody else other than Raven and Tammy that are the hosts of this group. Hey, Jill. Go Bucks. I was like, go Bucks. Oh, I get it, Buckeyes. Do y'all say go Bucks? I never thought of that. I knew you were an Ohio State fan, Amanda. All right, so I think I'm going to start out. I'll already take this off. I think I'm going to start out. I'm going to go ahead and get the brown on here so it can be drying. And then we'll do our helmets. That's going to be the fun part, is the helmets. So I'm just going to wet wipe. My mind went blank there for a second. It's like, what am I saying? I can't wait till some of us are playing each other. Like here in our house. Okay, so earlier today, Greg let the dogs out again. And that song, that's his theme song, Who Let the Dogs Out. Anyway, he yells upstairs. I'm up there at the laser, and he says, is Maggie up there with you? And I was like, looked around. I said, no. And he's like, I think she got out. And I'm like, how did she get out? Because I keep telling him, don't open the gate in the backyard because she's fast and she slips right past him, and half the time he doesn't see it. So I get on my shoes and I go out there, and he's like driving off to go look for her because like she takes off. So I go outside with a bag of treats and I'm shaking it and I'm yelling, Maggie. And all of a sudden Cooper comes running out of the woods, and I'm like, what the heck? Cooper's out too. And so then I hear my neighbor like 2 houses over, and he's like, I got her. And I go running over there. So I get Cooper I said, hang on, let me get Cooper in the house. So I put Cooper in the house. And I saw Stella and Riley. We have 4 dogs here. And so I go back over there, and he's like, there was 3 dogs. And I was like, 3? And he said, well, there was a beagle looking dog. I said, I just got him in the house. And he said, there was a little white dog. I said, no, I didn't know she was out. And Greg didn't say anything about 3 of them got out. So anyway, got Maggie, but these are new neighbors that just moved in, like, not even a month ago, I don't think. And he's like, hey, I wanted to ask. He said, I see y'all's tag on the front of one of your cars has Georgia and Florida. Who's Florida? And I said, I'm Florida. And he said, I have a son at University of Florida. So I was like, really? So I said, we have a big Florida Georgia party every year. I said, I will be inviting y'all. I said, because I need all the support I can get, because everybody there except me and my daughter everybody else is Georgia fans. So we definitely need some more Gators. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. Burnt umber. I'm going to go for this. If it's too dark, I may end up going with some brown. I just didn't feel like I had a brown that I thought would be a pretty football. But then again, this might be. This is nutmeg brown. If y'all paint footballs, what color is your favorite brown for footballs? Because I'm not real sure. Now I'm thinking maybe I should just paint it. What do y'all think? Yeah, we got the dogs back in because actually Cooper came in. I got Cooper in, and then I went over there and he was holding on to Maggie. So, got them all in. It's just insane. I'm like, don't open the gate. Always opens the gate. All right, I've already taped this off, so hopefully I can keep it a clean line. She has not moved back. Well, she still has her apartment in Florida. So, I don't know. She's here a lot, but she's still trying to find somebody to take over her share of the lease because her roommate is still there. So, she still has an apartment there, but she's been here quite a bit. She's trying to find somebody that might want to move. And I don't think her roommate's looking for anybody. So that's going to make it tough. It's going to have to be somebody that the roommate approves of, because you can't just sublease the apartment. Ooh. All right, we're going to get this on here. I think this will be a good brown. I'm excited to do these helmets. So I'm just going to decoupage the team's names on there. Because it's hard to, even if you find someone selling a file, it's illegal. I mean, unless they get a license for it, which I seriously doubt any of those people on there have a license to do that. So, you know, they say they will shut down your Etsy shop if you're selling licensed items, you know, without permission. So, I'm gonna get the edges. So I don't mess with that. Yeah, this will be fine. You can still see the wood grain through it, which I like. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got all the dogs in, so I swear it always happens. As soon as I'm busy with something, he's like, hey, so-and-so got out. I'm like, how? He's like, I don't know. How do you not know? Stop opening it. Okay. I'm going to peel this off while it's still wet. I can touch up any little drips. Yeah, I'll offer the helmets. I just won't be able to offer any like team names or anything, but I mean, you can just do like I did. I just looked up their logo and printed them out. I just printed out whatever size I needed, and then I'm just going to decoupage it on there. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm trying to, so far I've cut out like, well, this, and then like, words, but let me show you something else I cut out. I'm still playing around with it, but I cut out a witch. Isn't she cute? I cut out this little witch, and then if y'all remember the brooms that I had, there was like a trio of witches brooms in my last pop-up sale. So I took one of these, and then I cut out some letters to spell wicked. And I'm going to use the broom. It's hard to see it on here. Hold on. Let me take this off. I'm going to use the broom as the eye in wicked. I know it's going to be backwards to y'all, but isn't that cute? I thought she was really cute. So, we'll see. This is I just was playing around with this the other day. But I think I'm figuring it out. So if that's the case, the sky's the limit. What machine am I using? I have a Glowforge Pro. Okay. Yeah, if they come and catch you, they not only shut you down, they take your stuff. They can take it. They own it. So You hear people say, well, this is mine. They can maybe make me stop. No, they take it. And then if you're lucky, they won't fine you because they can sue you. So I don't mess with that. So if somebody was to say, oh, can you make me one of these with like Georgia and Georgia Tech? Nope. I can sell it to you plain and you can do that, but I can't sell it that way. So, but anybody can do what, you know, what I did. If you're doing it for your own personal use for your house or whatever, that's one thing, but you just can't profit from it. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side for right now and work on the helmets. Let's do, so we're gonna do one Florida, one Georgia. I did go ahead and do a white base coat on these, but they're definitely going to need another coat because it's not real neat. All right, I got the lines of the football. I got the laces of the football. There's the helmets. Let's work on, let's see. I even got the little face mask part of the helmet. So, gonna need that. Let's get, I grabbed a couple of different reds. I don't know which red I'm gonna use. I know the orange I'm gonna use is the one that I used on that jack-o'-lantern candy bucket. It's a bear orange, it's Inferno. I'm gonna use that one because it was like a good, their orange is different. Like Tennessee's orange is like a faded kind of orange, and Florida's orange is more of a, it's, I think they, it seems like it was called University Orange, but it was more like a red orange. Clemson's like that too. It's a really bright orange. Okay, so I grabbed pictures of their helmets. So I was going to do, since I'm doing the oval with the G for Georgia, I was going to do the oval with the gator. I don't even know where I put it. But then I was looking at their helmet and I was like, I'm just going to do it like their helmets are. Even though I like the gator head better. You've done events where they've asked you to put them away. Yeah, because I mean, man, they say that, you know, you think, well, nobody's going to be, you know, I live out in the country and nobody comes to this. They've got people everywhere. If there's like a big event somewhere, they've got people out looking. So, I can't imagine. That'd be scary. All right, I'm going to do this one first. I'll do the orange. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do these so they can be drying, and then we can decoupage the team on there. So who has big plans for the weekend? Another week just flew by. Of course, this was a short week because we had the holiday. But I tell you what, I'm telling you, we're going to blink our eye and it's going to be Christmas. Time is flying by. Too fast. Hi, Missy from Michigan. Welcome in. My name is Jennifer. I'm in Georgia. So welcome in. I guess today could be confusing because I'm in Florida. But I'm a Florida fan. But my husband is a Georgia fan, so this can be perfect for us. Florida, Georgia. Big rivalry. Big, nasty rivalry. I tell you, there's been, well, it hasn't happened in a while, but there's been years. I've been doing a Florida Georgia party. Gosh. What year are we coming up on? I think we might be coming up on like 18 years I've been doing it. But, and it's so fun. But there have been years in the past where Florida was winning. And like I said, it's just me and my daughter. We're the only Florida fans here. And she looked at me and said, I'm scared to cheer because we were winning. And we have these cowbells and all this stuff. She's like, I'm a little scared. Because some people get really angry. So I'm like, okay, we don't need them here. We don't need those people here. All right, so I'm gonna let that one dry. I grabbed a couple of reds. I don't know which red I want to do. You're going to a concert tonight? Which concert are you going to, Karen? Your brother's in Georgia near Tifton. I'm not sure where Tifton is. Where's Tifton? I've heard of Tifton. I am about 30 minutes south of Atlanta, south of the airport, like Noonan, Peachtree City area. So I've heard of Tifton though. Okay, let's see which red would be best. I want like a really red. I feel like Tuscan red. Tuscan red is like one of my favorite like Christmas reds. The deco art Tuscan red. But sometimes it starts out looking a little pink. So we'll see how this goes. It starts out kind of pinkish looking to me. And I didn't cut out any numbers. I thought about doing like the green part on the sign. I was going to do like the field goal, not field goal, like the numbers on the field. But I'm going to have the helmets there, so I didn't want those to be in the way. So I might just do some white lines, something like that. We'll see. Ohio State and Michigan. Yeah, there's a couple of like the big rivalries. They're fun. They're a lot of fun till you get somebody that takes it too seriously. But I'm glad we've got a neighbor now that's, because we used to have, like, I live on a cul-de-sac, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses on the cul-de-sac. And it used to be Georgia Tech, because everybody had their little flag out by their mailbox. There was Georgia Tech, Auburn, I don't remember what those people were. I don't think they ever put out a flag, but there's new neighbors there. That's where the new Florida, the guy I met this morning, he said his son is in school at University of Florida. So that'll be a Florida fan. And everybody else still lives here. The neighbors that used to live next door were Alabama fans, but they moved. So I don't know the new neighbors there. I don't ever see them. It's so weird. And then, it seems like it was Michigan fans over here. So, and then we were Florida, Georgia. We were the only house that was 2. We were the house divided. But, so I'm excited. We have a Florida Gator neighbor now. Or at least his son is. I wonder if they all are. Okay. All right, so I got my red one. I got my orange one. I'm gonna let these dry. I'm gonna go over the white with some more white. Get a good, I want to get a good crisp white. My husband's sister, so I guess my sister-in-law, she lives in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Did Karen ever say which concert she's going to? You always go to concerts. I'm jealous. I have not been to a concert in so long. Well, who was the last concert I went to? I know I went to... I probably don't listen to the same music. I listen to country music, but I also listen to, like, I went to the Foo Fighters in Atlanta. I went to see, do y'all remember, do y'all ever watch, or did y'all ever watch American Idol? When my kids were younger, we used to watch it every week. And I don't know if y'all remember Chris Daughtry. He was one of my favorites. I saw him in concert several years ago in Biloxi. It was a really good concert too. I would love to see Kelly Clarkson in concert. She's like, I really like her. Okay. Got our laces. And then we got the words. Oh, and the face mask. So we got House Divided. It's gonna be so fun. I'm pretty sure it was Michael's. I don't know. That had the football ribbon. So I can make a big old bow for it. But it had big footballs on it. It'd be perfect for this. Hey, Lisa. You saw Kelly? Oh, I love her. That girl can sing anything. I like her little show too. Her talk show. She's just so cute. See here. And I also like when now that it's football season, every Friday I have to figure out the menu for the weekend because we normally do like football foods. That's what I call it. Things that are easy to eat, just to be hanging around the house. We did chili last weekend. I want to do... Oh, y'all, I started to do those soft pretzels, the soft pretzel bites last week, but I didn't have the queso cheese, so I didn't want to make them, and then, because that's what we always dip them in. So anyway, I got some of that. So I'll probably make those this weekend. But I ended up, I'd already set out the yeast roll, the dough balls, the yeast rolls. So I made cinnamon rolls with them. They were so good. So good. So you've got to try, I took a picture of them. I posted them on my page. They're Rhodes, R-H-O-D-E-S, Rhodes frozen dinner rolls, but they're yeast, and I get them at Walmart, but you get them in the frozen food section. And they're just frozen dough balls. So I just put them out on a plate and put plastic wrap over them and let them sit so they can rise and thaw. And then you can, I mean, you don't have to make your own yeast dough. You know what I'm saying? So much easier. So I rolled them out and I spread softened butter. I guess you could do melted butter. I just had some softened butter. I spread that over it, and then I did brown sugar and then cinnamon and rolled them up and sliced them and baked. Oh my gosh, they were so good. So good. So I'll probably do that again. Rod Stewart? Who saw Rod Stewart? Last one was a couple years ago. Rod Stewart. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. And he's still amazing. I bet. Somebody is outside scratching to get in. Cooper? If that's Cooper, he normally opens the door. Who's out there? There's usually a dog in here with me at all times. One of them. Hang on 1 second. Somebody is scratching on the door. Hang on 1 second. Do you want to come in? Come on. Come on. No? Okay. Yeah, it was Cooper. Okay. He doesn't want to come in. So, he just wants to make noise out there. Okay. Alright, so we got house divided. That's good. Oops. Alright, and then we have our white football stripes. How are we on time? Oh, we're good. Okay. I feel like the camera is up, or it's at a weird angle. I'm like ducking. Alright, I think I'm going to give the helmets another coat. Get them good and solid. Nachos. I was thinking about doing nachos. You have pretzel bites sitting on your counter. We did pumpkin burgers. That sounds good too. I did pumpkin whoopie pies one time. They were really good. But I did the pretzel bites. I've done the pretzel bites on a live a couple of times because they're so easy and they're so good. And you know, when they're fresh right out of the oven, they're so good. I saw a recipe for some nachos with a creamy habanero sauce. Apparently there's some Mexicali restaurant, and everybody talks about the sauce, and it sounds really good, and there's not one of those near us. So I found a recipe on Pinterest, and I want to try it. I think I want to try it this weekend. But it looked really good. It was a creamy habanero sauce. And they did it with like sweet pork instead of pulled pork. Well, I guess it's like pulled pork, but it was a sweet pork. So I think I might try that. Yeah, we should do a recipe share. Football football season recipe share. Okay, I'm gonna dry these, and then we can decoupage the little team names on there, or their logo. This is gonna be so fun. I started to make I knew it was gonna be a football thing, and I wanted to make something for us here, and we always play squares. I don't know if y'all ever played squares, but every year we have this big squares board, and it's got like 100 squares on it, and they're in like grids. And then you've got like Georgia on one side, it goes Georgia down this side, and then Florida across the top, and then we draw numbers and put 0 through 9 across and down. Anyway, and you can buy a square for $1, and it fills up the board. We fill up the board, and then at the end of each quarter, whatever the score is, like say Georgia is 14 and Florida is 7. You take the last number. So Georgia, if they're 14, you go to the 4 on Georgia's side, and if Florida is 7, you find the 7, and you kind of go and find where they meet up, and whoever has that square wins. How did we do it? I can't remember how we did it, but it seems like the person that wins at the end, we didn't split it up into 4 equal. I don't think we split it up. I don't know. Greg does it, but I never win. Never ever win. And last year, Greg won, and he was like, "We'll give it to somebody else. It's our party. We should." And I was like, "No, we never win. I want that." So I was like, "I'll take it." But he was like, "No, it's our party." I said, "Well, then you shouldn't buy squares. You know, if you're not gonna win." But it's so cool because somebody was at our party. It was one of Callie's friends, and he didn't know how it worked, but he bought like 5 squares, and he was asking, "How does this work?" And he won. I was so excited for him. I love when stuff like that happens. But it's always fun. I started to, I was like, maybe I should make us a really nice squares board, because it's just a dry erase board that we use. But I was like, we need something a little fancier, a little bigger too. Yeah, it's really fun when you win. Hi, Cherie. You know what? I bought a recipe box holder about a year ago, and it's still empty because everything is on Pinterest. All my recipes are saved on Pinterest. I need to print them out and put them in there. So yeah, I bought a new one. Thank you for sprinkling, Melanie. Welcome in. So far, let's see. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Okay. Oh, this is gonna look so cute. Okay, I need to get the green on the sign. I feel like this red needs another coat. still looks a little off. I'll get this on here and let it dry while we're working on the green. I don't know why I am just ducking. I need to adjust that. My back is going to be killing me when I get off here. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I think y'all can still see, right? I'll just make sure I pull everything over here. All right, let me move these out of the way. Grab this again. Okay, so I want to do green down here. Maybe I should just do it green and then I can tape off some lines and do the white over that. I'm gonna go ahead and at least get the green on here. I'm gonna do this green. I should probably tape over that again. I'll do a new piece. I have a nice crisp line. All right, I'll show you where I'm going with this, with the football part. This one here. So it's going to be, half is going to be a football. It's going to be like over here and here. And then the laces are going to go up here. It's going to be kind of like that. So, I mean, you could do it this way or this way. Or this way. So, I'm trying to think. I was going to do it at the top. It's kind of cute having it on the side. But if I had it on the side, I would have to do... I kind of wanted the helmets facing each other, though. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I was picturing in my head. So, if I change it up, I'll get all confused. We don't want that. Alright, I need to paint this green. I had a really good big brush. Green. I'm going to use one of these bear paints. This one is solitary green. I think it'll be a good. We'll see how this looks. I probably should just paint it right on here. Probably be smart. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Donna. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. Oh, thanks. It's peel and stick wallpaper. I was just saying the other day, I'm thinking about I don't know about changing it, but maybe, I don't know, maybe add some shelving or maybe just a few like white, just a few, not like cover the whole thing up. But I kind of want to put some pieces back there. And it's been like this over a year. I think I did this over a year ago. So I don't know. I kind of want to change it up a little bit. I just don't know what yet. Yeah, I kind of want to do the white lines, you know, like the chalk lines on the football field. But oh, maybe I could just cut some thin, because I don't have to have the numbers, because those helmets are going to go here. So it would block most of it. Oops. These paints go on really good, these bear paints. You know, I never saw another sale. Remember we kept watching for them to go on sale again? I never saw it. You would think it would be like the same time every year. I never saw it. Okay. Yeah, I can do the football pieces in the shop. I'm gonna release the information for this month's for the September paint party live. I'm gonna reveal the project and the date and all that tomorrow. I want to have all the stuff to show y'all, all the pieces. I don't have a painted sample, but I can at least show you like the layout of it and the pieces. It's gonna be so good. But it's like I said, I was telling y'all yesterday, it's all things I love. Fall. It's the football, the pumpkin, the leaves, and pumpkin spice latte. It's got like a cutout with a little pumpkin on the cup. It's so cute. But I've been playing around with it back and forth to maybe add like some candy corn or something like that, you know. I don't want it to be too busy, but I kind of want to hit all the different things that go with it. Okay. We'll leave this out. Let me dry this a little bit. We got 15 minutes. Okay. I'm doing Florida Gators and Georgia Bulldogs. House divided. We're going to do house divided. Let this dry on its own a little bit. Let's go ahead and work on the helmets. Just don't want that to fall. I should probably go ahead and get this tape off while it's wet. start with this one. Well, no, we'll start with the orange one because I had to do another coat of red on that one. Make sure it's dry. Okay, so like I said, I just printed out on paper. I just printed out the team, like their helmet logos. I'm just going to decoupage them on there. It's just on regular printer paper, so nothing fancy. You could, candy corn, you could probably just buy a sticker, like, you know, all the little shops that have all the college stuff. You could, if you wanted to do a sticker, but let's see. I'm going to do, this one here. I always get like paper towel fibers on everything. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to do some little highlights and stuff on it, but it's also going to have its little face mask. Wait, which way? That's the wrong one. This one. I even figured out how to mirror the image. I'm finding all kinds of little buttons and ways to figure out how to do these. But isn't that going to be cute? Okay. So there's that one. Let's see, we're going to do Georgia. Let's see how they look. Okay. Here we go. Do I look like I just woke up on my hair? Had a crazy day already, chasing dogs. Oh my gosh. I had that happen before, right before I went on a live, and I had to cancel. Oh my God, I felt so bad. I don't remember what group it was, but I was in a panic. Because last time Maggie got out, she almost got hit by a minivan. I saw her running, and I was like, oh my God, and I saw this van swerve, and I was like, oh my gosh. So when he says, so-and-so got out, I just panic, you know. If you don't go right away, she could be long gone. Okay, I'm going to go over it with another coat of Mod Podge. But there's our two teams. All right. I'll probably spray this with a clear, like a polyacrylic or something like that, clear coat, once it's completely done. My comments went away. you, Diane. The green is taking a while. All right, so it's gonna go. It's gonna go here. This one's gonna go here. Y'all seeing the vision? What it's supposed to look like. And then we're gonna have these down here. Because I'm not gonna be able to totally finish it because I gotta go get ribbon to do the bow. But at least get an idea. That's gonna go there. It's gonna go there. And y'all, coming up after me is gonna be Mary Lou. She was just in here a few minutes ago. Loving Your Home Space. That's the name of her page. I tagged her in the description. If y'all want to check her out. She's going to be up after me. Okay. Oh, and it's going to say, here we go. We're going to have House Divided. But I kind of don't want to, I may just cut out some thin strips, like little thin white strips to do the, like the lines for the yards, you know what I'm talking about, on the football field. It's going to say House Divided. I know it's going to be backwards to y'all, but I can probably move these down. Probably not straight, but it's upside down to me right now. So House Divided. I've got the dots for the eyes. I'm wondering, should I do that in black? Would you do House Divided in black or leave it white? I know it stands out in white, but what do y'all think? Would you do the words? Because these are white. But I'm also going to take, where did I put it? My white paint pen. What do y'all think for the words, House Divided? Black might stand out pretty good. I'm thinking, I'll glue all this in place. I'm thinking for this. I'm going to do some white accents around it like that. Black, then raise the word up on, oh, that's a good idea. Actually, I could raise them up on, I've got, see these little, like where it dots the eyes? I have a whole bunch of little round pieces like that where some of the, and I could put, I have some that are small enough to fit on the back of this, like risers. That would be cool. That's a great idea. Make it kind of 3D. Might do that. idea. Thank you. Black. Everybody saying black. Okay. That's great. I'm gonna make some. You're gonna make something similar. Oh, Patricia said white. Black, 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 white, black. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, I could do words. Like if you needed to say go Bucks or something like that, or go. I mean, is go Dogs? Is that licensed? I know I can't do their logos and stuff like that, but I think go Bucks. That's not. Is that licensed? Because I have figured out how to cut out words. I figured out how, not just cut them out, but I've figured out how to make them on my Silhouette program. So I could do that. Hang on. Yeah. All right. I'll let them dry more, but I'll glue all this in place. But I definitely want to try to cut some lines, because I know even with that paint, that little paint pen and a ruler, I don't think I could get it very neat. How are we on time? Oh, I got 1 minute left, so I'll just leave it at this. I am probably going to paint this black, and I'll get some of those little things to lift it up before I start gluing everything down. And I'll probably do some of those little white accents like around the edges, but I'm going to play with the laser and try to figure out the, you know what I'm talking about on the football field, the lines, the little white lines. So this is where we're going to stop. Isn't that cute though? And like I said, you could do your foot, if you've got one team, you know, you don't have to do like a rivalry. You could do your football to the side like that, and then have your team over here, you know, like go Dogs or go Bucks or whatever it is. But I wanted to be able to, I wanted to put them head to head. So, okay. All right, y'all, my time is up. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're new here, I would love for you to tap that follow button. Come back and see me. Hey, Becca, are you still on the beach? You bum, beach bum. I put her, it's her page is called Loving Your Home Space, and her name is Mary Lou. So I'm gonna go check her out because I don't know her. So I'm gonna go check her out. All right, thanks y'all. I will see y'all over the weekend. I am gonna be on here tomorrow because I'm gonna release the paint party live kit for September. It's gonna be, probably won't be as late as this past month was, but I'll release all the info tomorrow. So I will see y'all then. Bye.